It's definitely been a while, hasn't it? Okay, go ahead and just sit you guys down over here. I know my audio is not always super good whenever I go live when I'm driving, but I have a little bit of a drive ahead of me and thought that I would go live because I have learned something really interesting lately. And I just would like to share that. So I guess I'll just get right into it because this is not going to be a very long live, and hopefully I don't lose service. But so there are certain things that people do when they are trying to be deceptive. And what I mean by deceptive is they could be misconstruing the facts, they could be just outright lying, they could be omitting information, right? And I'm a huge fan of true crime, and not the type of not like trauma, not like whatever is going on in the trauma community right now, um, but more so like, Jim Can't Swim and like Red Tree Crime, things like that, like a Dreading, Dave's Lemonade. I like to watch those kind of channels. And I've learned something, you know, and observed certain deceptive tactics. One in particular that caught me off guard, and was something that I definitely wanted to look into because I was like, wow, that is so interesting, is yawning, fake yawning. Yes. When somebody is being deceptive, they will feign yawning, right? And that does several different things. One, it can elicit a response in the person who is receiving the information that is relaxing. So it starts off by feigning the yawn, and that is a like nonverbal type of communication that says, this is nonchalant, I'm bored by this, this is no big deal, it's just a normal day, just a very nonchalant, unserious conversation. And so they'll feign yawning to convey that. Just looking to see if there's anybody in chat. I won't be able to actually see. If you're chatting, I can't see it, but oh, maybe we just have lurkers. I don't know. Anyway, put you back down. So where was I? Oh yeah. The person who is putting the information out, yawning, to just feign an air of nonchalantness and general casual nature of the conversation. Okay? But when you're face to face with somebody who is doing that, if they're good enough at feigning a yawn, it will elicit a response within yourself, and you will also yawn. And who knows why? Who knows why that happens? I don't think I've ever really in-depth looked into it. I've just always accepted it is what it is. Once somebody starts yawning, it just sets off a whole chain of command or chain of events, and then the next thing you know, everybody is yawning, right? So you're having a face-to-face interaction with somebody and they start to fake yawn. and they do it enough times, it's going to elicit a real response within you. And what's going to happen there is you're going to, on a psychological level, neurological level, you're going to start to relax, right? You're going to take on that sense of nonchalantness, and that this is just a general conversation, right? But that's if you're having like a face-to-face interaction with somebody. But when you like see it being done on YouTube, that is a whole different thing, because I don't really think that it works like that. When there's like a barrier of digital device in between, it's not worked on me yet. You'll have to let me know if it's worked on you before. But you can witness and hear, people doing that kind of deceptive tactic, right? And I mean, we don't need them to do that. The person that I'm thinking of, they're already a known liar. They're already like known for, you know, overlooking truthful events, misrepresenting the facts, but, knowing what I know now, I might go back and rewatch some things and point out areas of like, oh, there was deception happening here. We should look into that a little bit further. I don't really think we need to look into it further, because what am I telling you that the majority of us don't already know, right? But you should always be careful with somebody who is doing that, because you can tell what a fake yawn is, right? And you can also take into account the time of day, the things that are going on, like if somebody is out and about in an active area and they're on live and they're yawning, right? Does that really make sense? Like, is that something that's happening that actually makes sense in this situation? Not really, no. Unless you like somebody, well, no, I don't think narcoleptics struggle with yawning. I don't think they get that little warning that they're about to fall asleep, which is really, really sad. That's like a very, very hard illness to deal with. But yeah, I thought that was really, really interesting. Like the different nonverbal communications that people can signal to us that they are a lying 𝖄𝖔𝖚 McFace. You have to let me know if you also thought that was interesting. I'm going to keep checking on my phone, checking on you guys, make sure that I don't lose service. Put you back down. I have to get some nerve testing done today. So I've heard that's a wild ride, so I'm not really sure what to expect, but I know it involves needles and electricity. Well, some other things that I've seen happen lately that is super interesting. Oh, hypocrisy. Oh my goodness. Hypocrisy is on the rise in our YouTube streets. On the rise. Yeah. I was thinking just recently, um, not reminiscing, but recalling not too long ago where we were witnessing somebody who isn't favored by any means by anybody that I care about, be sexually harassed, and treated very poorly, very disgustingly, right? And nobody tolerated it from any side. Um, I remember I spoke out about it, even though I don't like the person who it was being directed at. I'm like, this is terrible. This is disgusting. You need to stop that. Nobody deserves to be sexually harassed um, on this platform at all. And what you're doing is so incredibly wrong. But you know what I noticed? It is okay. It is okay if it's done to me. And I don't necessarily find that interesting. I do find that to be commonplace. It's how self-centered some people are and how they are just consumed with how they feel and how certain things make them feel, but they really do not have any consideration for how it makes others feel. And I do try to be courteous when I can. Some people I do not extend that to. So I just stay away from them. I don't interact or whatever. There's been a lot of very intolerable, disgusting behavior, a lot of hypocrisy. I don't understand why people think that it's okay to interfere with a vital need of another human's, especially if you know that that human's situation is temporary. They will be leaving that situation sooner rather than later, but you just could not help but stick your stupid pig nose into things. And then the way that people have gloated about interfering with another human's living situation. And listen, none of it was ideal. None of it was ideal, right? But there's a lot of people who come on this platform and talk about their life, talk about interactions that they have with people uh, in their lives. Maybe they're not on YouTube or whatever. But you don't see a whole lot of people chomping at the bit to track down the person who's being talked about and like antagonize the situation. And it's like you don't have to like what somebody is saying, but it has nothing to do with you. So why are you interfering yourself? Who made you like the moral authority, especially when you have zero claim on being any sort of moral authority? You have piss poor morals, if we're going to be quite frank. I just know that one day we will see each and every one of these people get exactly what is coming to them. I don't need to do anything to make that happen. I don't want to be involved in anything like that. But will I witness it? Hopefully one day I'm alive and walking the earth and still have access to YouTube and my eyeballs, or at least my ears, so I can hear about it. Um, and I'll never say another thing, but I will watch. I'll watch, and I'll have accepted that we've finally come full circle and you have gotten exactly what you deserve. And maybe it won't happen in this life, but I can assure you, you will answer to a higher authority at some point. I'm probably about to lose service. So I just want to send you all off on a good note. I hope that every single one of you is having a wonderful day, even if I don't like you, because you have a bad day, you don't hurt anybody, whether you do it verbally, electronically, physically. Some of you like to do that. But yeah, hope you have a good day. Thank you for your time. Your time is a measured quantity. You get nothing more than what's already been allotted to you. So if you chose to spend some of that time here with me today, thank you.